Now in business, Ethiopia has obtained a record hit $1.4 billion from coffee export during the country's concluded fiscal year. The country has set an unprecedented record in terms of volume and revenue since it started exporting coffee to the world market. According to Ethiopian Coffee and Tea Authority, $1.4 billion has been earned by exporting 300,000 tons of coffee to the international market during the concluded Ethiopian fiscal year. This is an increment of more than 20.54% and 53.8% in volume and revenue, respectively, compared to the same last fiscal year, it was indicated. The promotion activities undertaken at the various international trade exhibitions, including in the USA, European market and Dubai, as well as the opening up of new markets to Ethiopian coffee, have also contributed to the success registered in the stated period. Germany is the largest buyer of Ethiopian coffee, followed by the United States and Saudi Arabia. Now, Indian investment has created more than 75,000 jobs in Ethiopia, Ambassador Sri Robert Shet-King-Tong said. India's ambassador to Ethiopia, Shet-King-Tong, told the Ethiopian news agency that Indian companies are among the top 3 foreign investors in Ethiopia, with newer Indian multinationals marking their presence in the country. Jerusalem Batsi has more on that.
India's ambassador Shri Robert Shet-King-Tong told the Ethiopian news agency that Indian companies are among the top 3 foreign investors in Ethiopia, with newer Indian multinationals marking their presence in the country.
We have about 650 Indian companies who are registered with the Ethiopian Investment Commission, and I believe about 300 of them are active. So according to the estimates, Indian factories give employment to about 75,000 Ethiopian nationals. We are one of the top trading partners for Ethiopia. So you see that in terms of our business relations, it is very substantial.
Indian investment has created more than 75,000 jobs in Ethiopia, Ambassador Shet-King-Tong said. There are about 650 Indian companies in Ethiopia with licensed investment of over $5 billion USD, of which about 3 to 4 billion USD is estimated to be on the ground, the ambassador said. That made India the second largest foreign employer in Ethiopia.
Most of the Indian factories are in the manufacturing. About 60% are in the manufacturing sector. Most of them would be in and around Addis Ababa. So you would see that we have, for example, we have 3 big textile companies in Bole Lemi. We have another 4 or 5 Indian companies at Hawassa Industrial Park. We also have about 10 or 12 Indian factories in Debra Burhan, but most of them would be in and around Addis.
According to him, about 62% of the Indian investment is in the manufacturing sector, followed by agriculture, which is 13.1% of the total. Even during the COVID-19 pandemic, some 35 new Indian investments arrived here, he added. Indian companies have invested in various sectors like agriculture and floriculture, engineering, plastics, manufacturing, cotton and textiles, weather management, pharmaceuticals and healthcare. Investors are also looking at neighboring countries, as Ethiopia is like a gateway for Africa, he pointed out.
Because of the favorable policies that you implement to attract foreign investments, so lots of Indian investors are looking at Ethiopia. Because Ethiopia has a huge market, the investors can also look at the neighboring countries. So Ethiopia is in a way like a gateway for them.
India is the second largest trading partner for Ethiopia, accounting for 10.2% of Ethiopia's global trade. Bilateral trade between Ethiopia and India stood at 1.8 billion USD in 2021, out of which Ethiopia's exports were about 75.13 million USD, it was learned. Citing the National Bank of Ethiopia, Shittington said bilateral trade between Ethiopia and India was 1.4 billion USD in 2020. The major imports by India includes pearls, precious and semi-precious stones, vegetables and seeds, leather and spice.
And now in our global news coverage, the French president